Everything is more or less set up, hopefully. Yep. Looks like it is working. Or so I hope. I wouldn't actually know. My stream's muted in my own separate tab. I don't want to hear my cringe-ass voice. Sound might be a bit too loud game-wise, but we'll see in a bit. Can't be that bad. Actually, let me turn that down just in case it is that bad. Yeah, there we go. Just in case. And begin. I changed the stream title, didn't I? The end is never the end. That's a fucking lie. Yes, I did change my stream title. Good stuff. I am professional in every single way.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Really the Cubicle experience.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This
usually at that point I just go home.
Something was
I think I accidentally came in during a holiday and I just go home.
Solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
And we're in. Can I jump? No jumping? Oh yeah, this has the source engine feel to it where you stop moving and you slide just a bit further. Let me turn the long she is live. Yes, I am. Let me turn the sensitivity down just a bit, just a tad. Low sense gaming. There we go, that goes better. Can I do anything in here? What's the buttons? Right. No, nothing to do here. I know, someone left a coffee stain on the documents. I somehow already feel like I know I'm gonna get like motion sick playing this game. I somehow know it. It's gonna happen. Let me turn the FOV up actually, maybe that'll help. Damn. Quick FOV, there you go. No, that's made it worse. That has made it worse. Never mind, that's made it a lot worse. Let me... Long queasy, like you already called it. Oh, you did.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks.
What's 5 clicks?
You were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Alright. Give me an achievement then.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
How willing am I to sit here and click this 50 times? I've got nothing better to do. I've got nothing better to do.
I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement
Boy.
to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. That's doable, right? 42842. 417. 417. Ooh, is this openable? No. 417. 417. 417. This way. This is real slow.
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437 has to be back there, right? 437, 437, 437. Ooh, here it is.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. All right. You got it. 415. One, two, three,
Now,
four.
back to door number 437.
That was not 10 clicks, but you know, that's all right. 437.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
The what? This thing?
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Are we? Will you give me the achievement after this, or?
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Where is? How do I know? You can turn that on and off. No, or not. Where's 419's desk? Oh, that's through here, isn't it? Oh, no, it's not.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
Boy.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, you fuck. Let me back. My fucking achievement. Oh. Fuck you, I'm going to the right then.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
Exactly.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sure. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just
It
to spend a
has.
few moments here in this immaculate,
Especially since
beautifully
you screwed me out of an
constructed
achievement.
home. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yeah, look at its magnificence. It's absent magnificence. Look at it.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Yeah, it is.
Room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have
Let me turn the audio up a bit. Oh, that's max audio. That's alright.
mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Exactly.
Really
Couches,
worth
you
it.
know. A rest is needed. Alright, let's move on.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I still remember that you screwed me out of achievement, so no thank you.
Stanley was so bad at following
Ooh.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I know, right? Ooh, warehouse. Not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift 5 times. I get penalized for dying, do I?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I
You screwed me
realize
out of
that
an
investing
achievement.
your trust in
Jump
someone else can
hog.
be difficult, but the fact is, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do,
Just hit
Stanley
my
leapt
mic.
from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Damn. That is a Chad mindset. Commit suicide to assert dominance over your own story. Oh, I'm back. Oh, achievement.
All of his co-workers. Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5
We're back.
times. Is that all that you think an achievement
We're
is
back.
worth? No, no, no.
It's
no,
achievement
no.
time.
I can't just give these merits away for such little effort.
Give
A
achievement,
measly
please.
5 clicks.
Please.
Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort
Please
that
give
warrants
achievement.
recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort.
Oh,
from
I have to do
noble
this entire
cause.
thing all over
Perhaps
again.
50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
How many more clicks? Free me.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all
Splatter
the
my
way, no
brains
matter
all over
what
the
the
store.
cost.
Don't give me the
Why
achievement.
don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
So needy. Am I slower now? So about those subscriber emotes.
Great.
Oh
Now,
yes, I
go
did promise
click
them,
a few
didn't
times
I?
on door 437.
Do you... Right. Now here's an option. I could make them myself, handmade by yours truly, and they will legitimately be the worst
Excellent.
thing in existence.
I think we're getting somewhere.
Or
Now,
I could
door
actually commission someone to make
415.
them.
Let's give it 10
Would you like
clicks or
proper
so.
emotes or the most dog shit emotes in existence? Not just dog shit. Emotes that are paramount to a war crime. Paramount? No, that's not the word, is it? Is it 425? Is it this one? Walkie emotes, please. So you want me to make my own emotes. Right. Is it the store? What did he say? I was reading chat, so I didn't listen. Does he guys say go back to 437? Maybe he did. I didn't listen. I don't follow directions, I don't listen. This game will never end. Like all of them to find out. You're right. This one? Which one was it again? I legitimately like was tuned out. Right, not this one. I did this one. Okay. I haven't gone down here to click these yet. Maybe it's one of these. No, no.
Now, back to door number
Oh, yeah.
437.
This one. 437. 437. Alrighty.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
A curveball.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
417. What? Where's... Oh, no, here.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
I don't know where that is, actually. I made a boopy sound. How do I climb on desks?
Yes, this is
Oh, there we go.
great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416 down here. Oh, I feel the
We've
queasiness coming
almost
on.
got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
Copy machine, copy machine.
Finish
All right.
it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430.
1, 2, 3,
Yes!
4,
We
5.
did
Yeah,
it!
sure.
Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
It was worth 5 little clicks. Achievement set of 5 clicks. How do I... What's this one for? Input received. Ooh, maybe I have to look at these. And I've just turned them off though. I don't think I can turn them back on, can I? Maybe not. Alrighty.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That computer's shining. The God computer or something.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not getting
Feeling a wave
fired.
of disbelief,
Fuck
Stanley
less.
decided to go up
You
to his boss's
unbelievably
office,
amazing. Oh no,
hoping
it's
he
gone.
might find an
How
answer
to
there.
solve a dispute with your coworker. Resent coworker. Let a bulb inside you. Take it passively aggressively on other coworkers. This is Cubicle Life 101. Is this the guide? Using slides to ensure that employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slides a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. Everyone is unique. You, most of all. Or is this being projected from overhead? Chart slides, charts and slides. An interesting presentation. Alright, moving on. I'm bored. Closet.
Stanley stepped into
Look, it's
the
a
broom
broom.
closet, but there was nothing here, so he
Oh,
turned
there's a
around
broom.
and got
There's a
back
broom
on
in the broom
track.
closet. Like closed on me. That's new.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow.
Yes,
just
I'm in the
an
closet.
empty broom closet. No
No.
reason to still be here.
Not, yeah. We'll stay in the closet for a bit.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it
There is something to
he's
interact with the
literally just
door.
standing there doing sweet
If like in
cafe.
reptile brain is easily entertained. Lock the door, it swings. It
Are
opens,
you
it
really
closes.
still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Yes.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Door go open, door go close. I'm very easily entertained. I need to turn the volume up for me, actually. It's slightly quiet. Oh no, I don't actually know which one it is I need to turn up to be able to hear. It's this one.
I do realize there's no choice.
Oh, it is
or
this
anything.
one. Oh no, I also need to turn it up in my stream itself. Bit quiet. There we go.
In here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't
No, it's a bit too loud now. Audio was a pain to do. Alright.
even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
But
I
it's
never
got
would have thought to mention
broom. It's got broom though.
it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending?
Closet
the broom
ending.
closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find
Mine
this
too.
concerning.
They may or may not find this concerning. I do more
Stanley was
unhinged
fat
stuff.
and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably
that's
only
just
got the
mean.
job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Oi.
That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is
Drug
addicted
money?
to drugs and hookers.
Huh? Oi. That's a bit out of pocket, isn't it?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right.
I am mastering
when you've done that,
mechanics.
just step out into the hallway.
The door opening and closing mechanics. Does he at one point just crash my game for being here for too long? I hope he does. Look at all these interesting things. There's some duct tape. There's a wrench. Another type of wrench. What is that, a nail gun? I think it's a nail gun. We got some wiring. Another wrench. What we got up here? We got what looks like bolt cutters. You could cut off somebody's bike lock and steal their bike. Got someone's broom. Maybe they need a bike lock. I mean, not bike lock. Bolt cutter, because somebody keeps putting random bike locks on random bikes, you know? Funny prank, right? Haha, this isn't my bike. I'm gonna put a bike lock on it. Because that is quite funny. Don't do it. I'm not telling you to do it, but I'm just saying it is a bit funny.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I get coming to a staircase.
No.
Stanley walked upstairs to
closet.
his boss's office.
He's locked off access from it. Is that blood? Oh no, that's just shit stain. That's alright. That's normal. Ooh, shiny red button. Is that a button? Oh no, that's a light. Never mind. The light.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
That's
He
a
considered
car.
the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
This is a fucking boring
What a
dream
relief
then.
Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His
Bring him out of
co-workers
Cubicle.
weren't actually gone.
This is great.
He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Ooh, I don't like
Then
that.
He imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not
Ready.
woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he
Better
doesn't have to
question.
take
How
responsibility?
the fuck did they get
for
this
himself?
car in here?
Stanley is
What
as
the
awake
fuck?
right now as he's ever been in his life.
Can't they?
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt,
Where the car
that this
came
was
from?
in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back.
Yep.
The fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
No, that's a fucking lie, isn't it? Oh, and he's back.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Oh,
Mariella
okay.
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh, I guess that's the end of the game. I have once more reached an ending.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
What does that say? I can't read. Oh, this game's getting philosophical.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yep.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
That's alright.
Wow. Yes.
Nope, don't need to admire this.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah, that looks much more interesting. Let's go over here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yep. Alright, this time I won't jump. I've already jumped once.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
What if I can...
Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Nope, doesn't unlock. closed. Right?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
But I like blue more. Blue's a better color.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
I like blue more though.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked... All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
I like the
you
blue
want to
door.
know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've
Yep.
chosen? Well,
Yes, I
don't
do.
let me stop you.
Blue door.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing
Those
so
sound good.
far.
Yeah.
Tell you
Throw a
what,
few Jaegers in
let me
there,
take
some
a stab in the
magic,
dark
some
at a
skill
new design,
trees.
and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A
Oh.
third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley.
Wooden door.
Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well,
Thanks to yours
it's
truly,
instinct mostly,
me.
a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley.
Well, you already gave
Don't
any
even
credit to me
try.
for...
Here, based on the
Okay,
data
fine.
from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Killing light. Off this space. The Stanley Parable worldwide leaderboard. 1.3% of players skip the intro sequence. This is you. Oh, I'm last, Oh. Well. That's alright. Ooh, wooden door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some
Please do tell.
playtesting. You wouldn't
Yes,
mind taking a
please.
look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course,
Is
the
this
message of
modern
the game
art?
only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why
Modern
don't
art
you
in a
give it
nutshell.
4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I really hate babies, so this is perfect. Goodbye.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter,
Both.
well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I
Both.
can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for
What?
playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Maybe play some Apex.
Yes.
Some
This
Valorant.
seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What do you load me into, huh? Ooh, it's
Well,
Minecraft.
Stanley, is this any better? At
can't
last,
jump.
the one thing you've always desired.
I can't
a game
jump.
I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me then,
You
Stanley,
know,
will it ever be
it gets
enough?
slightly
Well, I'll say
motion
this,
sick playing
I've done many
Minecraft.
things for you.
This is
From now
bad for
on,
me
will
because I
only
get
create
motion
to
sick playing
fulfill a greater
Minecraft.
artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Ooh.
This will go here, no, here, and then.
Oh my, is he building? All he needs now is to put a trapdoor there, so you lie down and you crawl in.
And just to finish it all
Or that
off,
works.
yes, it's complete.
It's
I made this, Stanley. Look at it.
Beautiful.
Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
of course. Oh, okay.
Isn't it
Oh, there we
grand?
go.
Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Is that a mine shaft? Not mine shaft, cave?
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. Here's some coal though. You can make some torches out of that.
Oh, no, 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 no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh. I guess it's enough Minecraft for now then.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired.
Oh, it's
I couldn't
Portal,
have done
isn't
it
it?
any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious.
The music. Stop the music.
Go find out what the hell this is.
Oh, stop. The music. Coffee though. Oh. Oops. Right. What does this say? Portal test sequence. Okay, something. Right? Oh no, over here. I've actually never played Portal. I just realized this. I've never played Portal.
Ooh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley.
Oh, I'm bad at that.
forte.
You should play Portal with someone to show off your dragon IQ. I should. It'll really show off my big, massive brain, you know?
Genius.
Dragons are the wisest in the world. And I'll show them why with the biggest
Actually,
reptile
you know
brain
what?
there
I think that's
was.
plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these.
Oh. Well, we're here somewhere. Oh, he's gone. Thank God. Oh. Oh, goodbye, world. Oh, this has gotten a lot more spooky. These open? No, these don't open, do they? They never open. Ooh, this looks interesting. It feels like I'm playing horror games again. Good stuff. Four, two, three. All right. Four, two, seven. Oh wait, isn't this my room? Right? Or was it 327? Oh no, I'm not great with numbers. Anything you could do here? Right. Nothing to do then. Other way. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
We're back at the beginning again. Oops. Well,
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
yes, we will. Sure. Awaiting input. Oh. Wait a second, that was over here before. Huh. Alright, I see. I just have to die.
When
Like,
Stanley came
a few
to a
more
set
times.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
But the
This
right
was
is
not the
tempting
correct
still.
way to the meeting room, and
Yes, I
Stanley knew
know.
it perfectly well.
Yep.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ah,
The
yes.
lounge was sublime, a work
Magnificent.
of art. But
Continuing
eager to get
onwards.
back to business, Stanley took the
Please.
first open door on his left.
We'll get to that one later. Let's go.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Let's go
Look,
over here
Stanley,
now.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ooh.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to
Come to
redeem
death again.
yourself.
Really show the
To
narrator.
put your work
Oh,
aside.
of course.
To
You know
let
I'll
her
do it.
back into your life. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in
Quick.
control of the story and
Fast track
no
through
one gets to
divorce.
tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I have the power indeed. A fast track to divorce.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check
Ooh,
on
let me
his
go find that
coworkers.
weird
He never
computer
functioned
again.
well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total
My streamer
solitude
is
was
trolling.
terrifying to
Oh
him.
wait, that was your idea, not mine. You're trolling me. Oh no, wait, is it not here anymore? Where's the input computer? Ah,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Right.
he entered the door on his left.
let's mix it up. Let's go left. Mix it up a bit. Make it spicy.
Yet there was not a single
Oh, I've
person
been to this
here
room
either.
before.
Feeling
Alright.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
Okay,
up to his
I've
boss's
done the
office.
closet
Hoping
already.
he might have come
I've
into
gone
a
down
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
go
to
up.
his boss's office.
Oh, this is a slight tone shift, isn't it? Ooh, look, I found it. Another one. 2 more left. This gives you a secret of some sort. Executive bathroom? Let me in. Let me take a piss in the executive bathroom, the premium bathroom.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
I am the most expensive boss.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk
Louise
guarded the
by
terrible truth
Claude
that his
Money.
boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned
Blanche,
it an
featuring
extra
Mont
secret
Blanc.
PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
Expensive-looking
code by sheer luck.
Chianti.
Amazing. He
Alcohol.
stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh. Interesting. This is like that one CSGO map, isn't it? Vertigo. Well, we've hit into the load zone.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley
You're now
walked straight
in
ahead through the large door that
control
read
facility.
Mind Control Facility.
But this is made in red like, what's that, crayon? Marker? That looks more interesting than this. What is escape? Well. Here, let's go here. This is more interesting.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Can't be that bad, can it? What's the worst that could happen?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced
look,
to
there's my
images
room.
on a screen, and Stanley,
Yeah, that's my room.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Well, if they're monitoring my room, they know my browser history.
This mind control facility,
That's a mistake.
it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really
They
been
really
under
don't want to know
someone's
what's in my
control
browser
all this
history.
time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been
Is it just an
manipulated to
employee
accept
fired?
it blindly?
Hello, Maxwell. Thank you for the follow.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Couldn't be,
It was
definitely couldn't be,
unthinkable.
right?
Wasn't it? Was it
Ow,
even
my
possible?
eyes, that hurts my eyes.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Sounds about right.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content.
Shiny buttons,
Walking,
let's click them
eating,
all.
Working, all of it monitored
the
and
worst that could
commanded
happen?
from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Ooh, big button. What does that do? Ooh, it goes up. 5, 4. There's probably 3 up there somewhere. No, there's 2 over there. I want to hit the big white buttons. Let's do that. Do I have anything in order or something? Did it do anything? They have to do something, right? Maybe I did them in order. Right. 1, 2, 3 is over here, right? Yes, 3. 4 is up there. And oop. Now 5 is over there. I can't wait for this to do absolutely jack all. Right. And for the big moment. 5. Well, that was a fucking letdown, wasn't it? Alright. Well.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
His birds.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
More like,
This
where
was
the fuck
exactly
am
the
I?
way, right now,
Where have I just come out
were
of?
meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Beat the game. Oh, is this the... Did it just follow all the directions, or... But don't worry, we're back here again.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming
however
in?
many this
How
is.
is that possible?
Yeah.
They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Oh, I never made
Stanley
it
came
fully
to a set
across
of
without,
two
like,
open
jumping to
doors.
my
This
death,
was not
have
the
I?
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
worry.
knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
This time
he
I
wanted
shall
to
make
stop
it
by the
fully
employee lounge
across
first,
without
just
jumping to my
admire
death.
it.
I will
Standing now in this
will
incredible room,
resist the
Stanley, for
urge
the
to
first
establish
but
dominance
eager
by
to get back to
jumping off
business,
platform and
Stanley
going
took the
splat
first open door
20
on his
feet below.
left.
Going this way still.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need...
Hello? Hello, hello?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on.
Well, that's just cruel.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their
Damn.
life to you? I'm trying to make a
Holy
point here,
shit.
Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Well, that's unnecessarily cruel.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Huh?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Please press R to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Well, I guess this is my wife now. That'll do. Yep.
But there is no answer.
Oh.
How could there possibly be? In reality,
Damn,
all
that's
he's doing
cold.
is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Oh, do I do it?
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I guess I don't press R. Yep. We'll just sit here and not press anything. This is quite boring, though, just sitting here. Why is this game called the Stanley Parable anyways? Because what a parable is, it's supposed to be like a fable, but without animals, you just have humans. It's like a boring fable. It's a fable without furries. It's supposed to teach you a moral lesson of sorts. So far, I have learned nothing but jump off a platform to your death in order to assert dominance over your own story. Which doesn't work as well in real life. Usually because you go splat on the ground and that's kind of it. There's no real point to the game name confirmed by the creator. No deeper meaning, just sounded cool. Did he at least search up what parable means before naming it this? Or did he just say, ah yes, parable, that's a cool name. That's good. That'll do it. How long can I? Do you think I could just sit here for? I'll sit here for a fucking hour if I just and not press R. Oh look, the clock actually works. That's cool. Look at that. It's actually counting seconds. Do you think it's hour hands and minute hands actually work? That's actually pretty neat. Right, we'll just sit here. We'll just sit here and wait. And do nothing. Yep. Just sit here for another few minutes. This is getting quite boring now, I'll be honest. Just sitting here doing nothing. Here, oh. Yeah. This game's not gonna let me progress without pressing R, is it? Well. Maybe there's something fun back here. No, there's not. Brilliant. Yep. Yep. We'll just sit here and continue doing absolutely fuck all. Hands off keyboard. Leaning back in chair. Yep. Ow, I just fucking turned my lamp on and flashbanged myself. Holy shit. Let me like move it to the side. Give me a second. Oh, I just turned it off. Actually, where the fuck do I even move this thing? I just realized. I moved my desktop today so my monitor with the chat and OBS and everything is on my right side instead of the left because it's a bit more comfortable to look this way than look the other way. But this has also meant that my entire desk space has been rearranged just slightly. And there's a shit ton of wires on my desk because I don't like do cable management at all. My desk is legitimately a fire hazard at some point. It's gonna be a fire hazard. There's a shit ton of cables back there. So, and no space for my lamp. Well, like, we'll do this. There we go. There we go. That works. Kind of. Yeah, it works good enough. So, will this game actually let me progress if I just sit here and do nothing? Or am I just stuck here now? Unless I hit R. Does anyone know, maybe? No? Is it a no as in you don't know, or is it a no as in you won't progress without hitting R? The game won't make you wait this long? Alright, well... Well...
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
Onwards, I
We're not
guess.
so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Please die. Oh. Have I just died? I guess I have. Brilliant. This looks slightly different, right? This is different.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
It'll
he
just put
entered
me
the
right
door
here.
on his left.
Okay, I've done everything over. No, I haven't. Wait. I think I've. Here, we'll go left again. We haven't gone left enough. More left. Alrighty.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Yep.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Don't
Stanley
worry.
decided to
We'll
go
just keep
up
on
to his
going.
boss's office. Coming to a
Okay, we've gone
staircase,
down
Stanley
already.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
The executive bathroom is never open. Nothing here. Ooh, this opens. It's this strategy. Right. Well. Cutthroat businessman executing a panda. Good stuff. Do I want to go up or do I want to go down? Let's go up. Up is fun. You'll have a longer plunge to your death if I fall out of a window. Oh, some elevator music. Isn't this supposed to be a... Okay, isn't elevator music like in a genre of something called muzak or something they used for malls back in the early mall days? The music was developed as a way to keep people in the shopping malls for longer so they would spend more money. Right? It's supposed to be... The music was supposed to kind of like numb your brain. That's why it's a very idle music. This is a very long elevator ride. I remember seeing a video about it. I don't remember all the details of the video. I don't have great memory. My memory's kind of dog shit. It's a bit low tier. I didn't spec enough into memory. I spec'd it all into heat resistance. All for the Texas weather, so. Now the slightness stuff, you know, didn't put enough poison intelligence, strength, memory. I just put it all into fucking heat resistance. This is a very long elevator ride. Was here before? There we go. Finally. A? Alright, let's go down this time. Does this elevator actually just not go anywhere? What the fuck? Right.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Oh shit, I'm using Pog again.
Amazing. He
I've started
stepped into the
unironically
newly
using it.
opened passageway.
I want to die. I cannot believe I have started unironically using Pog to express. What the fuck does Pog express? Happiness? Does Pog express? Right, I wouldn't think about that too much. That's a bit.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Go and escape.
Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Ooh, violent death. That sounds interesting. Let's
The door
go.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Violent death
At
sounds
this
more
point,
interesting.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
But this is going to be a claymore, isn't it? Oh no, no, it's not a laser, it's just red light. Well, hello. Or rather, well, goodbye. My man's got needs to steal or something.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from
It
the
do be
blind
like
man.
this sometimes, you know?
So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Uh-oh. Well, this doesn't look good, does it? Goodbye.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
That's rather descriptive. Oh, or not. And this way it is then.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh. Nature paintings. I love this very random exhibit. Stanley's computer. Oh my, it's the iconic computer. His computer, yeah. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the two doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout the development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Look at that. Here's his room. You walk around, walk over here. The corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. Yes, I noticed at the end they just placed me right in front of the 2 doors. The 2 doors. The set of two open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Yeah, I'll go with that. The office. Button sounds. Each a selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Ooh. Ugh. Ooh, that's a bit more satisfying. I like this one. That's a bit grosser. Ooh, that's high-tech sounding. I like this one, though, the most. Yeah, that one's gross. Alright. Office computers. You can turn them off, but not on again. Fun. File cabinets. Interesting. The credits. And the impeccable Kevin writing as the narrator. Made using source by Valve. I could tell through the movement. The office. Maintenance room. The copier. This is like a nice little museum. Warzone. I don't remember this part. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who liked shooters, which was not our intention. Alien base. Awesome. I like the labeling. Greenlight. In 2012, we submitted the Stanley Parable to Steam, Greenlight, Valve's process of approving games for Steam. The Greenlight page had only a series of cryptic photos, which were still enough to win the community's approval. Right. These are some great photos. Was that actually what they used to get voted on to the green-lighted? Narrator emails. After the second trailer, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these in further promotional material, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Dear narrator, I want to tell you I liked the Stanley Parable as much as I liked seeing humorously small badger in swim trunks. Indeed, I liked it as much as I liked walking to the... Congratulations, in line with our previous announcement regarding the ongoing promotion. Congratulations, be the first to it. Oh. How do you make a JRPG? How do you make the worst game ever? What is the difference between a duck? Very important questions. Transferred. Yes. A classic email. How surreal will this game be? Of Max Ernst to Salvador Dali. Were you born with a magnificent voice, or did you bargain with a magician to receive it? Are you a rock? There's some. Are you gay? From Dink Dunk. Subject gay. He didn't even put the question mark. How do you type with boxing gloves on? These are some well thought out questions. Will this game feature capybaras? Capybara, capybara, coconut doggy. The office. The lounge. An early version of the lounge. It's a bit more gray than I remembered. It was a bit more blue when I went. The cargo lift. This second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. Alright. Cargo. What's that noise? Oh. The apartment timer. Oh. Okay, it just does that. The game is now paused. Escape menu. A long time we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Right, I'm not risking it. I mean... Could. Zending? This just looks like Portal. No, it doesn't. Well, kind of. Zending levers? Oh, I think my game just crashed. I think Stanley Parable has just crashed. Yeah. Oh, yep. There we go. It's gone. The Stanley Parable has just crashed. Right. Well. Yay. A soft reset. I don't know how that happened. I guess my computer really did not like that room I just went into. Alright. Let's restart. It'll be fine. Probably. You've been unlocked. Welcome back. Good stuff. I wonder if this does give me the ending. Different ending. No, it doesn't. Right.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Oh no. These have all reset. Fuck. Oh, that's not fun. I'm gonna see what that was
When
about.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he
Alright,
entered
let's
the
do this
door on his
again.
left.
How did I get back? How do I get back to the museum place?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
Let's try this
decided to
way.
go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What was the combination again? 2
Stepping into his
something?
manager's office, Stanley
2,
was once
4,
again
5, 8.
stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible,
I
he
did it.
didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age
Boy,
music.
open it up.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Is there raining? Does it sound like it's raining now? Huh. Let's go down. Right, shall I go back to the museum place, or shall I go back to the mind control place, and instead of turning it off, I'll just turn it
Stanley
back on?
realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest.
What
as
shall
though
I
he
do?
felt more
Choices,
free to
choices.
think for himself, to question the nature of his
So many
job.
choices to make.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Nah, let's go get horribly, like, killed
Although
again.
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I know. Violent deaths.
The door
Quite
behind him was
entertaining.
not shut. Stanley still had
Quite
every
fun.
opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
That's very true. However,
At
I
this
won't.
point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Of course. Let's go. Let's go die. Yes. I'm gonna get crushed.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps
Yep,
his
that
death
happens.
was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye, narrator.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Well, at least it was painless.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every
here.
path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was
go this way
already
this time.
dead from the moment he hit start?
Interesting. What's over here?
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design, textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you pick up on.
Evan Breiting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game.
Where were all of his co-workers? Oh, I don't Stanley stood. They're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing. Does that sound plausible to you?
Interesting. The employee lounge. Brown, an early version of the underground portion of the game. Oh yeah. It is reminiscent of what we have now. But what we have now is a bit more refined. Freedom ending. Oh, that was the first ending we got, right? The countdown desk. The countdown ending. Wander room elevator. Countdown room.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I guess this may or may not be the end.
Can you see? Can you see
Or
how
not.
much they need one another?
Or not.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time choose.
Oh, he really did go splat this time. I finally got the violent death I was promised. Am I stuck here now? I guess I'm stuck here now. Fun. Alright. We'll just do that. A quick reset. Back to the beginning. For the nth time.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
And I should go find the computer with the weird input. Yes, this one. There we go. I actually have no idea what that computer does still, because just crashed. Just crashed and reset the
When
entire
Stanley
counter.
came to a set of two
Very
open
fun.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go this way. Yes, this way.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Alright,
Feeling
continuing
a wave of
onwards.
disbelief,
We already had fun
Stanley
with the broom
decided to go
closet.
up to his boss's office.
Gone
Coming
down
to a
before.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
back
to
up.
his boss's
Ah.
office.
And this time we'll do something a bit different. There's the Panda execution room.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley
Yep,
pushes
yep.
some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Oh, I didn't mean to put it in this time. How kind, narrator. Let's go down. Down we go.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yep, we'll do this time.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Alright. Let's hit this button.
Now
All the
monitors
cameras.
jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so
Yep.
many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Continuing onwards. Go
This
left over here.
mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all
Employee
this
fired.
time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused
there's a
to
few people
believe
that got
it.
fired.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
probably on that fired list.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof, the heart of the operation. controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking,
Down
eating,
here?
working, all of
Nope,
it
not
monitored
really.
and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
Definitely, I
over
definitely haven't
another
already
human life.
seen that ending before. I
For
definitely
he
won't hit
would
on.
dismantle the controls
Yep.
once and
Definitely
for
won't hit
all.
on. Oops, my
Oh,
finger slipped.
Stanley,
I hit on.
You didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Perhaps.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear
Let's just
detonators are set to
scoot
explode,
towards the,
eliminating the
set.
entire complex.
Yep.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Yeah,
It's your time
definitely.
to shine. You are the
Yep.
star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Ooh, big red
Mere
button.
moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me,
Uh-oh.
where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them.
Do these
I
buttons do any-
erased them. I turned off the
Oh.
machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you
Three.
sit there in your
1,
office forever,
2.
pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone.
Right,
Other
a minute.
times, I let the office sink into the
Right.
ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
That's quite a lot of time, isn't it?
Oh dear me,
It's-
what's the matter, Stanley?
Oh,
Is it
never
that you
mind.
have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Perhaps.
Or did you just assume when
Maybe.
you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
was just mocking
These
me.
numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
Two magenta.
One solved? Do you have any idea what your
I don't think
purpose
there's a
in this
magenta
place
too.
is? Stanley.
Uh-oh.
You're in for quite a disappointment.
This is looking quite bad
But
for
here's
me.
a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it
Oh
first.
no, the Joker
so
has...
you
Not the Joker, the fucking narrator has gone to his Joker
Take a look at the
face.
clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big
Goodbye,
boom and then
employee
nothing.
427.
No ending here. Just you
Yep.
being blown to pieces.
This
Will you
is looking
cling
quite bad for
desperately
me,
to
I'll
your
be
friend?
honest.
Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Oh. Yep. I just got nuked.
All of his co-workers were... Wait,
They're very funny.
no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
That was a bit of different dialogue, right? Right, what to do this time?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
Yep.
well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Skidding right on past
truly
employee
a room
lounge.
worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Not quite. Let's take a slightly longer detour.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about
Exactly.
and get even further off track. So now
Yep.
in order to get back, he needed to go,
I love procrastinating.
From here, it's, left.
No? Is there only left? Really?
Oh, no. No, it's
Oh.
to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh, dear. Would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep. Okay, yes.
Yeah,
I've got
yeah,
it
you
now.
got it?
This
You got
story is absolutely, definitely this way.
You sure? Not this one? Wait, fuck, how does that work? Right, I won't question it. How did they get this? Never mind. Don't question things. Yeah, we'll go with that.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just
what's
have to
behind?
get back
Yep.
to oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this
What?
time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
could
decided
it
to go to
mean?
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yep. Is there the computer with the input thing? The pressy press? Nope, not over here.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on.
No,
Why am I
no,
asking
that
you?
doesn't
I'm the
happen.
one who wrote the story.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's
lots of
find
doors.
the story.
Can we go through that one? This one. This is the back rooms, isn't it? Can't wait to get ganked by a monster here. This gives off some mad backrooms vibes right now. This way. Hello?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before.
Oh,
Do we
yeah,
just-
sure.
Do we need to restart the game again?
Yes,
Well, I find it
probably.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a
no,
shot.
look, we
Why
found
not?
it. Oh. Aw.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh no, I'm feeling the motion sickness. Oh no, it's setting in.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
All right, let's go back. There we are. Back at the beginning.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes.
Yep.
No, wait. Never mind.
No.
Not the story.
No.
Okay, let's head back the other way
That's a
and
dead end.
retrace our steps.
Oh, this has gone.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the
No.
story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know
That's
you put in
great.
a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this
What?
was not
That was
one of
fair
those
and square.
situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
It's gonna put me to just a room with no. Oh.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Better
Just follow
trademark
the
it.
line.
I'm gonna steal
How
it.
simple is that?
Right, well, this is new.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are
What
we
the
implying a
fuck?
journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into
Oh.
being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on.
I'm gonna need the
That got a bit
narrator to
weird
stop.
back there.
Stop getting
Well, I'd
so
like to apologize.
philosophical. The line's
Sure
going a
where
bit
I was going
wonky.
with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a
Oh
bit
no,
of
he's
music
thinking
to
too
lighten
much.
the
He's getting
road.
sidetracked. Oh, my fucking ears. Yikes, that's really fucking loud. That's really loud. Ow, my fucking ears. Alright, let's get to this part quick. Please. My ears. My poor ears. On the levels. Pork imbalances. Yep. Alright, layers. Yikes. This way. This
Cut
is
the music. Go back and look
God.
at that fern.
the what? The fern? Oh, this one.
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make
Will it?
sure you study it closely and remember
Alright.
it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
It's got some leaves, yeah. It's got yep, it's very ferny, it's very green. It's probably fake. Otherwise it'd be dead. Yep, it's got some thin leaves, got some thick leaves. It's got some weeds growing in it. Yep, alright.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Stanley Parable Adventure Line TM has failed us.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Well, speak for yourself.
Something
I'm not
exciting,
intelligent.
daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Ooh, new door. Yes, let's go this way.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Let's go. Let's...
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Oh, the line's going real walky. Oh. It's gone through the roof. Okay. Well, anyways.
Ah, a choice.
Ah, that's new.
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
Yep.
Which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
Of course.
And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
All right.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
I'm supposed to die?
That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
At least you don't fucking die. Just leave.
Stopped? Does that mean... did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come
The timer's
first?
stopped, so...
Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey.
Sure,
They're
if you want
always
to call
saying
it
that
that.
life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do happen to have a...
Ow, my... Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yep.
Stanley
has been
decided to go to the meeting
restarted,
room.
hasn't it?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Oh, look,
he entered
it's-
the door on his left.
Sure. Oh look, it's been reset.
Yet there was not a single
It's
person
working
here
properly now.
either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
kinda.
office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a
Yep.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yep. Oh, there it is. But receive. Good stuff. No, that's the panda execution. Oh,
Here's the door, just go.
yep. He's already gotten tired of me hitting the passcode before he finishes. Good stuff. Narrator knows me well. Right. Have I
Stanley
really
walked
done...
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I've already gone over there. Maybe there's more to do over there. No, I've already done the only 2 things I could do here, right? Which is yes or no. So... this way it is.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth
Yep.
was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Death. Yep. That's alright. I'm prepared.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley
Mhm,
still
I know
had
it isn't.
every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No, that's quite alright. I'm fine with
At
dying
this
of violent
point,
death.
Stanley
Let's
was
go.
making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yep. Alright. Rock and roll. Let's do this. There probably is a few things left to do this way.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
Sure I have.
He doesn't know the real story.
Yep,
trapped
we'll go with that.
forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death
Definitely.
was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
He'd be like that. Right,
And
maybe
yet
the
it would
game
be
won't
just a
crash
few
this
minutes
time.
before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. Ooh, what's this? Oh, no, it's the email room. What's that room? Have we been over here? Oh, it's Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, the second, March 2012, and the third in February 2013. There's slight differences, very, very slight. Alright, I have not seen that yet. Oh, is this all? Is this it? Is there no more? Is it back to restarting the game?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one
We're
another.
back there once more.
How they both wish to be free.
Well, this is a bit different looking from the office I know. I guess this is it. Once more, we hit the switch.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No,
Not really.
perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop
unlock
now.
the,
Your only
you can't
true
jump
choice.
achievement.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
Oh, that's right in my face. We'll start again. Yep.
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all.
Come on.
No matter how hard Stanley looked,
There
he
we go.
couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That's another one. One more, and then we'll have inputted all the inputs. Yep, all the inputs.
When Stanley came to a
Alright,
set
time to
of
go
two
right.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I could go down the maintenance shaft again.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Alright, let's go down again. I actually do not remember what I just did here
Stanley
last
didn't
time.
want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about
Oh,
and
no,
get
I
even
remember.
further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go
Yep.
From here, it's Oh no, it's to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly. Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Yep. Alright. Downwards and onwards.
No.
No, I think I've already done
This isn't
everything I
right
was
at all. You're not
to do
supposed to
here
be
this
here
time.
yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Do I run through it one more time, or do I hit
back to,
restart?
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
One more time. From the top. Alrighty.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I wonder if I can find the last PC here that needs the little input thing. Nope, not over here.
When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute
Indeed.
ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then. It's an adventure.
All
Come,
right.
Stanley. Let's find the story.
Ooh, this is new. Look at this. Oh. 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 Alright, this way. Take a left. Another left. Another left.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise
Yes,
you
it
there
is.
definitely
It is quite
was a
bad.
story here before.
You are a terrible
Do we just-
DM.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Just with another reset.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I'm actually quite tired now. That's perhaps why the motion sickness is starting to slowly set in more and more.
The story. Here it
Yep.
comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay,
Going
let's
around
head
in
back
circles
the
is
other
hurting my
way
brain.
and retrace
Help
our
me.
steps.
Free me from this fresh hell.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall,
Yep.
but I believe my story took place in
No,
an office
door's
building.
gone.
Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
How's it
You
going?
win!
Hey, Sukaina, how's it going? How's your
Congratulations.
stream?
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it
Not
really
going too
paid
bad
off.
for
So,
me.
good job.
I'm going slightly sleepy,
Oh no.
and in turn, slightly
I don't feel
motion
right
sick.
about this at all. We both know you didn't
The
put in
classic.
any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Oof on the motion sickness. Nah, I'm kind of used to it. Half the games I play give me motion sickness somehow.
All right, I've got a solution.
I've
This
gotten motion
time, to
sickness
make
from my
sure
own
we don't
driving
get
before.
lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley
Multiple times.
Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple
I've
is
even
that?
gotten motion sick enough to like run in my
See?
car and
the line
throw
knows
up.
where the story is.
Good stuff.
It's over in
Very
this
good stuff.
direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
Doesn't happen often. It only
Here's a
happens when
thought.
I don't get enough
Wouldn't
sleep.
wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured
I've
into
been there,
being
but only when
via the
really
very
drunk.
manifestation of the nature
yeah.
of life itself? Whoa, 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 whoa,
Drunk
whoa.
is
Hang on. That got a bit
fun
weird
until it's
back
not
there.
fun.
Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
Yeah.
You know what?
I've been
I
there
think
before
what
as
we need
well.
right now
Being
is a bit
super
of
drunk.
music to lighten
I'm not
the
super
mood.
drunk. Drunk enough to like not have a good time. This is quite loud now. Yep, it's done this last time. Meters.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Nah, I'm okay.
Wait,
we'll
what-
keep on moving.
We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
But yeah, being drunk is fun until it's no longer fun, and that's when you realize you've had one too many to drink. And then you have a worse time in the morning.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to
Might have
us?
been bad
And
at night
after
when
we
you were drunk,
trusted you,
but
after
it's
everything
only a
we've been
lot
through,
worse in the morning when you wake
No,
up
I can't take this anymore. To hell with
hungover.
it. Restart.
Alrighty.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever
And
done
make a
for us?
lightweight so I
We're
don't really
intelligent
get any
people,
alcohols get
right?
messed up that badly.
Why can't we
Yeah,
make up
it's
our own
honestly
story?
same.
Something exciting.
Hey,
daring,
it's not
mysterious.
lightweight. We are
Ooh,
economical,
this all
alright?
sounds perfectly doable.
We are
Why don't
economical.
simply
It takes
start
less
wandering
drinks to
in-
knock
well,
us
I don't
out to
know.
get us to the
How about this
nice
direction?
drunk point. So it's economical. When you go out
Now,
to a bar, you don't need to
this
spend a
is
lot of money. You
exciting.
just need to spend a
Just
bit
me
of
and
money.
Stanley forging a new
Exactly.
path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Or
Go
like
wild.
a
Use
hybrid,
your
you know?
imagination. Whatever it might be,
And
Stanley.
F1 cars
I'm
are technically
ready for it.
hybrid, so we are like F1 cars. High performance
Oh, no, not you
hybrids.
again.
One or
Stanley,
two and I'm good.
I'd also like to veto the
Yeah,
line
I
from
can
having any role in our
feel.
awesome
I can usually
new
feel the
story.
alcohol set in
No
at around
lines or
2-ish
monitor
beers.
rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
It takes. I think it takes a lot to put me over like the super drunk part, though.
Ah,
It takes a lot of
choice.
drinks to finally
We
like
get to make a decision.
make me
From here, the story
regrettably
is in our
drunk.
control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I
But I
believe
only
I
need
need a
one or
minute
two
to
to feel
think here.
drunk.
Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere.
I won't be walking
which
in
means
circles.
that
I'm not trying to get
somewhere at the
myself
place
even
where
more
we're
motion
trying
sick.
to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that
Three
our
ginger and
destination
James and I'm down.
corresponds with the
I
counter-inverted reverse
actually don't know my
door's
cocktails that
origin.
well, so I'll have
starting
no idea
from
what
the
that
right,
is.
let us ask, will taking the
I
right door
know
lead us to
what an
where we're
old-fashioned
going?
is, and
And since the answer is clearly
what a
yes, then by all
Manhattan
accounts, the
is.
door on the right is the correct one.
a sex on the
Another
beach. I know what
victory
that
for logic.
is.
Come, Stanley.
Russian
Our
white. I think that's what it's
destiny
called. I know what that one is,
awaits.
and Irish car bomb. I know what that one is, but that's about it. That's about my extent of
Oh, hold up, what's this?
yeah.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined?
But yeah.
So now, according to the
Ginger
schedule,
ale
I
and
restart
Jameson.
again. Then what?
Oh,
Am I
okay.
just supposed to forget? Well, what if
Yeah,
I don't want to forget?
The only
My mind
cocktail I
goes
know well
blank
enough
simply because it's
is
written here on
the
this,
Irish car
this
bomb, just because
thing.
that's the one that like
wall.
I drink a lot of.
Well,
That
who consulted me?
fucked
Why
me
don't
up
I get to decide?
slightly.
Why don't I
for a
get a
night.
say in all of this? Is it really?
I had. Do you know
No,
what an
it
Irish
can't
car
be.
bomb is?
I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart
a
the game. I
rather
won't
fun
do
drink,
it.
in my
I
opinion.
won't do it. I won't do it.
Yeah, not half
And
a
the
pint.
timer stopped.
I've had it once.
Does that mean?
Yeah, it's quite.
Did we do it?
Honestly, it
Did we
tastes
break
pretty
the
good.
Cycle? The
Cocktail wise,
whatever it is.
I'd
that
place
made
it
this
pretty high
schedule.
up on like how easy it
would
is to
we
drink
even
or how
know?
nice it is to drink.
Will someone come for
It's
us?
like some stout,
Will something happen?
like Guinness, some whiskey in a shot
So,
glass, and some
okay.
Bailey's Irish cream in a shot glass. An experience is what it is.
guess now we just
Yeah,
wait,
my
you know.
first
I suppose in some
first one I
way
had
that this is
was
a kind of story, wouldn't you
slightly
agree?
was almost
I'm not quite
disastrous.
sure if we're in
Almost
the
ended badly
destination or the
because what you have to
journey,
do is you
though
have two
they're always
cups.
saying that life
You
is
have
about
a
the
shot
journey
glass, and then you
not the
have a
destination.
regular
So I hope
glass.
that's where we are
You have to
right
drop the
now.
shot glass with
We'll find
whiskey
out,
and
won't we?
Bailey's into
Eventually.
the
Well, in
glass
the
of beer
meantime,
and just
if you do happen
chug
to
it
have
all. Except when you start, you have to chug it because the cream can curdle, and that's kind of gross once it does. But yeah, you have to chug it. But if you tilt it back slightly too hard, the shot glass will slide back and knock your front teeth out. That nearly happened to me. No, that did happen to me.
all of his
Did knock my front
co-workers
teeth
were
out,
gone. What could it mean?
but it did happen to me.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
And
Perhaps he had
Apex,
simply
I'll
missed a memo.
maybe play later. Not now though. The clacking. Yeah. Yep. No, but I almost did knock my fucking front teeth out with the shot glass.
When Stanley
went pretty
came to a
badly.
set of two open, this was not the
Let's go
correct
this way
way
this
to the
time.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted
But
to
yeah,
stop by
that
the
night I had
employee
about-
lounge first, just to
Ooh,
admire
the
it.
night I got drunk was... It was actually
The
quite a bit of
lounge was
drinking. It was a
sublime, work
full
of
liter
art.
of beer.
But eager to get back to
I was
business, Stanley
immediately
took
warned
the
about it
first open
before I
door on
drank
his
mine.
left.
Yeah, my friends didn't really warn me about it. They were like, here, you just drop it
Stanley
in
was so bad
make
at
sure to chug
following
it, all right? I'm like,
directions,
oh
it's
yeah,
incredible he
sure.
wasn't 5
I'll
years
chug it.
ago.
Tilted
Look,
back.
Stanley, I think perhaps
real
we've
back.
gotten off on the wrong foot here.
The shot glass slid
They
forward
really
and
are.
yikes,
I
my
realize
fucking
that investing
teeth.
your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this
Oh
time.
no, and then I know someone else that
Someone
came
you've
drinking
been
out with
neglecting,
us
Stanley.
really did not
Someone
chug
you've forgotten
really
about.
did not chug it down.
Please,
He did not
stop trying
chug
to make every decision by yourself.
the entire drink down.
I'm not
He like
asking for me.
couldn't finish it, so he like stopped halfway and let the cream curdle. That shit was
it,
so
Stanley.
gross.
Your chance to
That was
redeem
so
yourself,
gross.
to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's
You
been
either
waiting.
chug it or you don't drink it. Yeah, exactly.
That's her, Stan.
Oh no, it's this one again. Shit, I've already been here. I think. I don't think there's any way out of it.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
You either chug
I'm
it
just
or you
pulling
don't
the
drink
bread
it.
out of the
Yeah,
oven.
basically.
All right.
It gets kind of.
Okay,
Well, it
there
I don't
we
think the
go.
taste changes
All
any.
right,
It's
now,
just
I want you to
when
come
it
in and tell
curdles,
me all about
you're
your
drinking it chunky. It's chunky when you drink it.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make
Wow,
a
that's
point here,
extra
Stanley.
harsh. I don't remember
I'm trying
that
to get
voice
you to
line.
see
That was
something.
extra
Come
harsh.
inside. Let me show
Holy
you what's
shit.
really going on here.
You know
This
what?
is a very
This'll make
sad
do.
story about the
I can make
death
do
of a
with
man
this.
named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring
Anyways.
fellow. He has a job
Yeah,
that
but that
demands
night,
nothing of him.
full liter of
Every
beer.
button that
They
he
gave me a
pushes
mug,
is a
just
reminder
a
of the
full liter.
inconsequential nature of his existence.
Had that, one sex on the beach,
Look at
and
him there,
then
pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now
4
he's
Irish car
pushing a
bombs.
button. Now he's eating
I was
lunch.
fine at the third. I was
Now
feeling
he's
great at the
going
third.
home.
That fourth
Now
one,
he's coming
most
back
definitely
to
a
work.
fucking mistake.
One
That
might even
fourth
feel
one,
sorry for
big
him,
mistake.
Except that he's chosen this life.
Especially because
But
we
in
kind of
his
had them
mind,
more or less rapid
In
fire.
his
And
mind, he can go on fantastic
it's one of those drinks you don't really
From
feel
behind
until
his
like
desk,
30 minutes later. It has like a
Stanley dreamed
delayed
of wild
release. You
expeditions
feel
into the
great after the
unknown.
first one.
Fantastic
That's when it hit you.
discoveries of new
Yeah.
lands.
The
It was
first one
wonderful.
felt
And
fine.
each
30
day
minutes
that he
later, yeah,
returned
I'm
to
still
work
fine.
was a
Second one
reminder that none of it would ever
felt
happen
great.
to him.
The drink's tasting good, you know, nice milky aftertaste.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Feeling a bit
First,
tipsy.
he imagined that one day while
Oh,
at
I
work,
was already
he
tipsy at
stepped
that
out
point,
from
but
his
feeling
desk
not
to realize
bad.
that all of his
A bit more
coworkers, his boss,
giggly
everyone in
usual.
the building had
The
suddenly
third one,
vanished off the face
still
of the
feeling
earth. The
great.
thought
The
excited
third
him
one might have
terribly.
already been the tipping point.
So he went
But
further.
the fourth
He
one,
imagined that he came
Now
to
that
two
was a
open
fucking
doors
mistake.
and that he could go through either.
the fourth
At
one,
last,
when someone's like, oh yeah, I'll buy
It
you guys
barely
another
even
round.
mattered what lay behind
So the
each
four of us
door.
went back,
The
got another
mere
drink,
thought
and
that
then
his decisions would mean
I came
something
back,
was almost too wonderful to
sat
behold.
down, we were just talking for a bit, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is not good. This is
As he
not
wandered
great.
through
I'm
this
gonna throw
fantasy
up.
world, he began to fill it with many
So I
possible
retired to my
paths and
room
destinations.
And
Down one path lay an enormous
up.
round room
Yep.
with monitors and mind
mistakes were made.
controls.
Yeah, mistakes
And
were
down
made
another was a
indeed.
yellow line that weaved in many
I will say this, it
directions.
was a
And down
voluntary
another was a
throw
game
up,
with a
alright? I
baby.
used
And
a
he
little
called
trick
it
I learned from
the
a friend,
Stanley Parable.
which was to drink a shit ton of water. When you're like drunk and you drink a lot of
It
water,
was such a wonderful fantasy.
you'll throw
and
up.
So in his head,
You'll
he
regret it.
relived it again. And then
but hey,
again,
look, no
and
more
again,
alcohol in my
over and
stomach. I'll
over,
feel great in the
wishing
morning,
beyond
right?
hope that
Nope.
it would never end.
Nope.
That he might always
Woke up in the
feel
morning
this
feeling
free.
worse than before.
Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Woke up in the morning feeling worse than ever.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has.
And oh yeah, no, that
Nothing
day
has
that I woke
changed.
up
The
hungover
longer he
was
spends here, the more invested he
was the
gets,
day I had to
the
travel
more he
from,
forgets
I believe it was
which life
Munich
is
back
the
to
real
Berlin.
one.
This is when I was abroad still.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never
But,
be
yeah,
anything
that was
but
like
an
a
observer. That as
5-hour
long as he
train
remains
ride.
here,
It was
slowly
bad.
killing himself. But he won't
Nothing I
listen to me.
drank,
He won't
no,
stop.
nothing I put into
Here,
my stomach
watch this.
would stay
Stanley,
down.
the next
If it
time
was
the screen
water,
asks you to
food,
push a
anything,
button, do not
it was bad.
do it.
Like on the train, I like threw it 4 times before I hit the train. When I got onto the train,
You see? Can he just not hear me?
the moment it started
can I
moving,
tell
my
him in a
stomach
way
was
that
empty
he'll
at this
understand
point,
that
or
every
so I
second
thought.
he
The moment the train
remains
started
here,
moving, I had a
he's
bag,
electing
plastic
to
bag and
kill
ready. I
himself.
instantly threw
How
up.
can I get him to see what I see?
And it was just
How can I make him
pure
look at
stomach
himself?
bile. It was gross. It was just green. It was bad.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I
But
want
yeah,
him to. But
I
don't
remember my
make the
friends and I
rules.
went out to go
simply play to
drinking,
my
and we were
intended purpose,
gonna have
the
3
same as
Weissmen.
Stanley.
But one of us
Not so
decided it was
different, I
a
suppose.
great idea to have 4
I'll try
horseman
once
ones
more to
instead.
convey all this to him. I'm compelled
That's
to.
the worst.
I
Yeah,
must.
it
Perhaps,
tastes
well, maybe this time
pretty
he'll
gross
see.
going back up,
Maybe
honestly.
this time. And
Not
I
as
tried
gross
again,
as
and Stanley
curdled
pushed a button. And I tried again,
Bailey's
and Stanley pushed a
coming
button.
back up after drinking. That was pretty bad. I do not know what the drink 3 Weissmen or horsemen are. You're gonna have to slightly explain what's in that. Was apple cider. The only time it was better coming back up was apple cider. Apple cider tastes pretty good, honestly. It's like,
Stanley decided to go to the
it tastes like
meeting
apple
to
cider,
check on his
basically.
coworkers. He never functioned well by himself.
It tastes like apple cider,
and
or just
constantly
apple
needed
juice.
support and guidance from others.
I actually
So
quite
the
like
thought
apple
of
juice.
Total solitude was terrifying
So-
to him.
The only problem with a lot of cocktails is you don't really feel like
When
how much
Stanley
alcohol
came
it
to a set of
actually
2
is.
open doors, this
This
was
way.
not
I
the
need to
correct
find the
way
last
to the
computer to
meeting
put the
room,
input
and
thing
Stanley
into.
knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
One
just
more
to
of these
admire it.
computers. But yeah, a lot of cocktails, when you drink them, you don't
Standing
feel
now
like
in
coming
this
until it's
incredible
too
room,
late, and
Stanley for the
then
fir- but eager to
you're
get
just
back
filled
to
with regret
business,
at that point.
Stanley took
Nothing
the
you can
first
do.
open
It's
door
already
on
over.
his left.
Jim Beam, Irish whiskey, Johnny Walker Black, Jack Daniels is 4 horsemen. Oh, that sounds terrible, actually. Holy shit. Minus the Irish whiskey is 3 Wiseman. Even without the Irish whiskey, it still sounds.
Stanley was so bad
Pretty
at following
bad.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, speaking of Jim Bean, I just remembered another one. Right, so that night, while we were drunk on those Irish car bombs,
Look,
there was,
Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off
while
on the
drunk, we
wrong
invented a
foot here.
drink.
I'm not your enemy, really.
We invented
I'm
an
not.
interesting drink,
I
since
realize
we're
that
like, oh,
investing
the
your
Irish car bombs
trust
is an
in someone
Irish
else
drink.
can
We have to
be
make an
difficult,
American
but the
drink
fact is that
to
the
bring back to the
story has been
States
about
with us.
nothing but you.
So it had to be all Irish, not
There's
all Irish,
someone
all
you've been
American
neglecting,
ingredients.
Stanley. Someone
So-
you've forgotten. What? Really?
We had quite a bright
I was in
idea.
the middle of something.
to
Do you
treat the
have
most
zero
vile fucking
consideration
drink
for
in the
others?
world.
Are you that convinced that I want something
Well, it was
bad to
mostly
happen
me
to
that
you?
created it.
Why?
The
I don't
brain-
know how
my
to
brainchild.
convince you of this, but I really do
Actually,
want to
the
help
grossest
you,
thing
to
in
show
the
you
world,
something
perhaps.
beautiful. Look, let me
Here,
prove
let me
it.
tell you what it
Let me
is.
prove that I'm on
So-
your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully.
Irish
this
car
is
rum
important.
is stout.
Stanley
Well, it's
walked
basically just
through the
beer,
red door.
whiskey, and cream or dairy. I'll follow his directions this time.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to
So,
me. Do
we
you
had
see
to have the
that I
American
really
variant.
have
What's
wanted you to be
American
happy
beer
all
known
this
for?
time?
What's famous American
the problem
beer?
Is all
Bud
these
Light.
choices. The two of us
Bud
always
Light,
trying to get
that's the
somewhere
base.
that isn't here.
That's what we're starting
running
from.
And running
Put
and
that in a
running, just the
bowl.
way you're doing right now.
Don't worry, just
Don't
put
you
it in a
see that
bowl.
it's killing us, Stanley?
I'll explain it later. Next, you're gonna need
wanted to
3
say
shot glasses.
I
You're
would-
gonna need
we
3
would
shot
both
glasses,
be
alright?
So much happier
Since
if we
it's
just
Irish whiskey, we need some American
stopped.
whiskey.
And I think
You know what we've got?
I think I have a
We've
solution.
got the classic
Here,
Americans.
let me
Jack
show you.
Daniels, Jim Beam. A shot of each. Put a shot of each in one of the whiskey glasses. So now you have a shot of Jim Beam, a shot of Jack Daniels, and a bowl of Bud Light. The last shot glass, you're gonna fill that up with
What are we
the
looking
last
for?
element, the last component. It has to be something with cream. Now, I don't really know any American cream products other than grocery store milk. So, last shot glass, grocery store milk. Yep. You now take all 3 shot glasses, drop it into the bowl of Bud Light, and chug.
Yes.
Ooh, that's quite beautiful.
Beautiful.
And there you have it, the
If
most
we just
vile
stay
drink
right
in
here,
the States.
right in this
Or perhaps the
moment with This
world.
place, Stanley, I think I feel.
And don't worry, because Irish Car Bomb is
actually
apparently
feel
a very
happy.
offensive name for a drink. I learned it that way because in the German bar I was at, that's the only way they knew it. In all the bars we went to, that is the only way they knew the name. So we had to come up with an equally offensive name for it, and I've got it. The JFK Experience. There you go. My friend does that when he's drunk. Yeah, it's quite a disgusting drink, the JFK Experience.
No, wait. Where are you going? Right. Where were we?
But yeah, one day I'll try it out. And that day might be the day my brain explodes like JFK's did. So, you know, that's why it's called the JFK Experience. All right, enough of this calming thing. Let's get moved on. Let's get a move on. But yeah, my trip to Germany was basically filled with a bunch of drinking
no.
since I can't.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I'm not gonna slip on stairs and fall to my death.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Oh. Hello, narrator. I now have you hostage, don't I?
Please, Stanley,
No.
think about what you're doing.
I am thinking. Me think. My last 2 brain cells rubbing together, creating just enough. Well, I'm gonna lurk because I gotta get up early. It's fun talking to you tonight, though. Yep, it's been fun. Thank you for dropping by the stream. And good luck getting up early. I have fucked up my sleep schedule to an extreme degree. And I have school in about a few weeks. It'll be bad. But anyways, have a good night. See ya. Maybe I don't want to go splat. Perhaps I don't want to go splat. Don't worry, I did limit testing yesterday. Yeah. Summer's been kind of slightly fucked up for me. A lot of drinking over the summer. A lot of sleeping late. Even more.
Good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay
No
here.
promises.
No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Sure, we'll go with that. Yep. Alright, I've had enough of this. Sorry, my dear narrator.
You heard me
but-
before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting
Yep,
through
that's
to
the
you?
plan. Alrighty. Here's the plan. Do a backflip.
No!
Oh.
Thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
But my legs, they're broken. Look, the spindly
There.
lights.
See?
How pretty.
This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really
This is giving me
can.
motion sickness.
If we
I'm
stop
dying.
Moving, we just have to stop moving. Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Nope, that's giving me motion sickness. I'm jumping off.
No.
I'm ending it here.
No. What do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Money. $1 million. $1 million where I jump. That's it. I'm jumping.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are
You're giving me
literally willing
motion
to kill
sickness.
yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
No, give me $1 million or I jump again. Fine.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know.
Yeah, that
anymore.
too.
Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me? I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
Alright, let's go back. Up the stairs once more.
Is it over?
Oh.
It's going to restart, isn't it?
Yes,
I'm
it
going
is.
back.
Let's go again. Oh, there it is. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. I was sure I was going to hell. Oh my, all the buttons, look at this. Ooh, what if I have to press every single one? Oh no, they're resetting. Oh, I can stop the fucking buttons from moving. Look at all the buttons to boot. Alright, I'm going motion sick from this now. Help me. Help. Is this it? Is this heaven? Oh, my brain. Oh, the motion sickness. Oh, it's catching up. Am I just stuck here now? Is this it? Is this the end? Yeah. Yeah, that's just giving me slight motion sickness. What do I do now? Yeah. Yeah. I think... Yeah, I think this is the end, isn't it? Okay, let me search this up just in case there's something else I'm supposed to do here. I don't think there is anything else, though. What is it called? The Stanley Parable Heaven ending. Yep. Okay. Yep. That's it. Nothing else to do. Have I done all the endings? No, there has to be more, right? Confusion ending. Bucket? I haven't seen a single bucket. Alright. What's the bucket? Oh, no, wait. In the Stanley Parable 2? There's a second game? Ultra Deluxe. Maybe there's the Stanley Parable. Maybe, wait, this is the first game. Not the Ultra Deluxe, right? No, not the Ultra Deluxe, just regular, the Stanley Parable. The 2013 one. Okay. I'm not sure how many endings there's left. I think I've hit more or less of them, right? Story, gameplay. How many endings? I'm still missing one, am I? Or just missing a few, right? Countdown ending. Oh no, I've already been here. Endings, right. Apartment ending. Art ending? Oh no, I've not been there yet. Museum ending. No, I've been here. Oh, okay. What else is there? Countdown, Coward, Confusion, Cold Feet, Bucket Destroyer. That's a lot of... Okay, that's a lot of endings. The Zending. Oh no, it's this one. Yeah, that's the one I just died in. Yep. All right. Heaven ending, that's done. Whiteboard ending. I haven't seen that one. When you find a whiteboard. Oh no, it says that's not the right. Oh. Right, I guess we shall go again. That's enough of this one. Begin the game again. Alrighty. Yeah, let's not touch that one.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
There has to be more I'm missing, right? Or is this it?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh no, actually, I know.
Stanley
I
felt
know what we're
lightheaded,
missing.
butterflies in his stomach.
The blue
But
door.
eager to get back to business,
The blue
Stanley
door,
took
yeah,
the
that's it.
first open door on his left.
Nope, let's just skip past that door and go over here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alrighty.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map, because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Perhaps.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
I just
Because this is what you wanted to see.
That's not what I meant to do.
Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Ah, yes, a leaderboard. Good stuff.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Alright, this time maybe I won't allow the baby to die in a fiery, horrible death.
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life.
Definitely.
I think the art world will really take notice. But
Modern
of course,
art.
the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh, that sound is terrible. That is a terrible fucking noise. Fuck. My god, my ears. Right, this baby dying in a fucking terrible fire. Sorry.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because
that
you
was
hate
a reasonable
babies
choice.
Or purely to spite me? Because
No, I just hate babies.
I don't know what to do. I'm
And
completely
the noise
out of
they make,
ideas.
and the noise the button
I can't think
makes,
of a single thing
and
that might
everything about
improve
this
the
game.
experience
Yep.
for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable.
Of course,
hey,
as
since
always.
my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh, look,
Well, Stanley,
it's
is this any
Minecraft.
better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
Yep.
But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you.
Still can't
From
jump.
now on, I will only create to fulfill
No
a greater
jump.
artistic
No.
purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
I'm watching. Yep.
This will go here. No, here. And then...
Great.
Let's see,
Looking
what does
good.
it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes.
Congrats.
It's
You've built a wank
complete.
shack.
I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel
Magnificent.
ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself
Oh, how
comfortable.
kind.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Of course.
Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
I have played through this, and I think I've gone through all the endings in this version of the game. I do not think there's any more I could get.
It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
Nope. Yeah, I think this might be all the endings I can get.
No, this is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Oh. Oh, look. We're in Portal.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Oh, yes, that reminds me. I should play Portal, or Portal 2 on stream with a friend one day.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. You're
Open up.
forte.
Oh, can I get this on my head? No, I don't think I can. Alright.
Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience, which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside.
Alright, we're back here now again. I think I might have actually done all the endings at this point now. Yeah. I've already been here before. I guess... Yeah, I guess this is it for this version of the game. There's probably more endings in the second game, the Ultra Deluxe game. But yeah, I think this is it for this game so far.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it, down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back.
Yeah, let me see if there's any other endings for this version of the game. It is the 2013, I believe. 2013, all right. Apartment ending, art ending. Oh, right. I'm definitely not doing this ending, because the art ending is the ending that occurs when you play the baby game for 4 hours, as the narrator recommends, without letting either the baby or the puppy die even once. Oh, I didn't even get far enough for the puppy to appear. I just let the baby die instantly. All right. Yeah, let's not do that one. I don't think I could sit here for 4 hours hitting that button while the baby makes that noise. The Stanley Parable 2 Expo is an event in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. So yeah, that's not accessible because I have just the regular Stanley Parable game. Cold Feet ending. Ah, it's the one where I missed the cargo lift and jumped here down to your death. Yep, that's done. That's done many times. Confusion ending, that's done. Countdown ending, that's done. Coward ending, that's new. In the alt is reluctant ending. Close the door at the very beginning of the game. It is the shortest ending invokes. Oh, I didn't even know that was possible. Figurine ending. That collects every Stanley figurine. There's wait, what? There's Stanley figurines? Huh. Sequel ending is so forget this. Oh no, it's nope. That's not possible to get because it's in the wrong game again. Good stuff. Heaven ending, games ending. I just got that. Freedom ending. I already got that one. Most infinite hole. That's not possible. Museum ending. That's something I've got. New content ending. Nope. Different. Wrong game. No buckets ending. The bucket doesn't exist in this game. Not Stanley ending. It exists. Or the incorrect ending is ending that when you unplug the phone and somehow makes an incorrect choice. Ending is in the HD remake and Ultra Deluxe. Might be possible to do. I could be wrong. Might be possible. Points at the map is Ultra HD remake and Ultra Deluxe. I'm not sure I could do that one either. Sequel ending. Nope, can't do that one. Cirrus ending. When you have to enable server cheats to mess with the game. I don't know if I could do that. Skip button ending. That is in Ultra Deluxe. Yep, can't do that one. Whiteboard ending, Zending, event ending. What is that? We climb into an event filled with cassette. Oh, nope, can't do that one either. All right, I think I've hit a majority of the endings.
Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
All right.
I can wait.
Yep. This is where I have to hit this one. All right.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that.
I didn't even know you could close
This
the door.
couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh. There we go. All right. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh no, not the button ending again. Right. Can I unplug the phone? No, I can't. All right, I think that's actually it. I think that's all the endings that are accessible to me as of this moment. Okay, let me get out of this. There we go. So yeah, I think that's it. All the things that are accessible to me at this moment. And in the meantime, let's see. I'm gonna go raid someone. Shit, I actually don't know how to do that. I just realized. How am I supposed to... How do I... we'll figure this out real quick. Oh, there we go. There's the big button that says raid channel. Here, let's go raid him. All right, so anyways, thank you everyone for coming. And have a great, wonderful night. See you all next time. Ciao. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raid now. Let's go. Anyways. Night night.